While fueling your vehicle, you can also wipe down your windows and mirrors so that you can have clear and clean vision throughout the day. When you have finished fueling, climb back into the cab using the three-point contact method and do a radio check to ensure that your two-way radio is fully operational. Make sure you also check for excessive smoke from your exhaust pipes, which could be a sign of a potential problem. You must fill out the required DOT pre-trip inspection form, including meter readings. Make sure you note any items that need attention. If any of the vehicle operational or safety items are not working, immediately notify the maintenance department or your supervisor. After you have completed your pre-trip inspection, you are ready to go to your job site. Put on your seatbelt before leaving the yard. Wearing a seatbelt at all times while driving a vehicle is required by law. Before arriving at your job site, you must fill up your sweeper with water. Water is important because it keeps down dust while you are sweeping and prevents debris from building up in the tunnels. Always arrive at the job site with a full tank of water. You should have a hose assembly, a hydrant wrench, and a hydrant adapter in your vehicle. After removing the threaded hydrant fill cap, use the hydrant wrench to slowly activate the hydrant valve and flush out any rust and other debris that may be in the hydrant prior to filling your water tank. Always open the hydrant slowly and stand clear of the open end. When water runs clear, shut off hydrant. Now that you have flushed the hydrant, you should unfurl the hose assembly evenly across the ground and securely attach the threaded adapter to the hydrant cap. Then you should attach the other end to your sweeper fill cap. Make sure both ends are securely attached to both hydrant and sweeper. Now you are ready to fill your sweeper water reservoir. Slowly turn the water valve on the hydrant counterclockwise to begin filling the sweeper water tank. You can monitor the progress of the fill by checking the clear fill hose on the side of the sweeper. Do not overflow the tank. Shut off the hydrant valve completely when the tank is filled. Disconnect the hose from the hydrant and the sweeper, allowing water to drain. Walk the hose from one end to the other to remove any water that is trapped inside of it. Roll up your hose and return it to your truck along with the hydrant wrench. Make sure all hydrant caps have been replaced prior to leaving. Now you may leave for your job site. Upon arrival at the job site, find out who is in charge. It's usually a foreman. When you meet him, introduce yourself. Then ask him 2 questions. The first is, where do I dump? The second is, where do I get water? The foreman will tell you the location of a designated dump site. Water will be available from either a water truck or designated hydrant. When talking to the foreman, always be courteous. Remember, he is our customer. You are now ready to start sweeping. First, you should check to see how dusty or dry the environment is to determine how much water to use when sweeping. Now, begin sweeping by activating your brooms and vacuum head. There are 3 toggle switches on the control console to your right. One click will activate the side brooms and the vac head. 2 clicks will activate the water. Make sure that your water spray is sufficient. If it is not, check your water filter by removing the canister located at the right rear of the vehicle. If filter is clogged, it can be cleaned by sticking the end of a paper clip up inside the canister. There is also an extra water switch if needed. Activate it by pushing the switch on the console to the right of the driver's seat. Now confirm that your flaps are working. Select the right or left flap depending on whether you are sweeping on the right or sweeping on the left. Adjust your vacuum head outside the truck by turning the vac head wheels. The type of work being done will determine your vacuum head adjustment. For normal sweeping, the vacuum head should be located about a 1/4 inch off the ground. If there is heavy debris to be swept, flip the maxi gap toggle switch back. This raises the front of the vacuum head up. Now you can begin sweeping. Throttle up 1 click. Be sure your rear hopper door is closed. If sweeping on the right, your right flap must be open and the left flap closed. If sweeping on the left, your left flap must be open and the right flap closed. Now activate your brooms with 1 click. With your foot on the brake, shift in the drive and release the parking brake. Double-click your main broom toggle switch and your side broom and vacuum head switches to activate water. Start moving forward slowly. Don't move faster than 5 miles per hour. Be sure that your beacons and hazard lights are on. If sweeping on the right side and steering from the right-hand seat, you must activate right-left sweep switch. You may need to adjust broom speed. If you do, turn the brush speed knob clockwise to increase broom speed. Turn it counterclockwise to decrease broom speed. As a general rule, the lighter the debris that you are picking up, the slower the broom speed. Throughout the day, you should fill up your water tank when you have the opportunity to top it off. Towards the end of the day, be sure to top off your water tank so you will have a full tank for the washdown process. When your work is completed at the job site, you should make your final dump of the day. Start by driving to the dump site and bringing your sweeper to a complete stop. Set your parking brake. Leave your vehicle in drive. Activate the PTO. Give your sweeper a little gas. Now shift into neutral. Climb out of your sweeper and walk around to its right-hand side. The rear door lever is located above the right gutter broom assembly. Open the rear door and raise the hopper using the lever above the side broom. When the debris has fallen out of your hopper, get your scraper and scrape the inside of the rear door and the interior side walls of the hopper. Check your screens. If they are dirty, tap them with your scraper. Loose dirt and debris should just fall from the screens. Get out your hose and attach it to the hose connection in the rear of your vehicle. Turn on the valve. Using the hose, thoroughly spray down the rear door, the inside walls of the hopper, the screens, taillights, and bumper. Next, walk along the sides of the sweeper. Hose down all brooms and rails. Also, spray water inside the vacuum head and vacuum hoses. This is extremely important. Clogged vacuum heads prevent your sweeper from operating properly. Spray everything. Wash down all parts of the sweeping mechanism. The washdown process should take about 20 minutes. When you have finished washing down the sweeper, lower the hopper and close the rear door. Make sure your mirrors are clean. Now is a good time to complete your on-site paperwork. You must get your job ticket signed by site supervisor or the foreman. Climb back into the sweeper using the 3 points of contact rule and call into dispatch and notify your supervisor that your job is complete. If your supervisor tells you to return to the yard, turn your pony motor off and return. After arriving back at the yard, run the truck through the wash bay to thoroughly clean the exterior body of your vehicle. Park your sweeper. Leave enough room on either side of the sweeper so drivers can get in and out of their trucks when they are parked next to your vehicle. Set your brake. Turn off your engine. Turn off all your lights, your beacon, and your flashers. Close all your windows. Be sure your top hatch is closed. Complete your VCR vehicle condition report. Remove all belongings and tools from the cab. Remove any and all garbage from the cab. Walk around your vehicle. Check for any leaks. During cold weather or if temperatures are expected to dip below freezing, 32 degrees, drain the water that is in your water tank.